Russia face up here to their last 16 opponents, having successfully navigated a route through the group stages. Now, what follows is a couple of hours of tense excitement, anxiety. This will really examine their nerve. It is where the stakes become so much higher. These are just the kind of games by which we remember these great tournaments. This is, of course, the Camp Nou, one of the best known, perhaps the best known of all the venues in European football. Well, this is a noisier occasion all round. Everybody, Jim, knows what's at stake here.
You know, Peter, it's the suddenness that I love when you get to this phase of the competition. The suddenness in which you can find yourself in a good position, or the suddenness in which it can go against you. That introduces drama, which creates great excitement, and ultimately you get a much more entertaining show.
So that's got things underway. Golovin plays it out to the flank. Forward it goes. And he's onside. That has sent him sprawling. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. He's left his man.
Iran have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Boots it to safety. Smolov tries to get it forward. Big, and the finish! Goal! Russia! And Russia score first. Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Russia give themselves the perfect start. Can they build on it?
Well, registering that crucial first goal has now given them more incentive and motivation to take this on.
Dashing forward at pace. Samadov. Flags up.
They may have been caught offside, but, well, Peter, from experience, defenders, I can tell you, hate those runs in behind.
Aimed long and direct. Hoists it high. It's out for a goal kick. And help's available out wide. Shoots! It's there! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. With time and space aplenty, he was... The referee brings the first half to a close. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward. Themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Russia in control at half-time, 2-0. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. No reported change to either side during the break. Looks to clip it forward. And can he score? Yes! And the lead is extended still further. And how about that for a volley, executed to perfection?
I'll tell you, Peter, more went into that than you think. He had to anticipate the cross, get in the right position, and then time the volley.
Russia take a 3-goal lead, and they are romping out of sight. Goes long. He's in, surely! Danger averted for now. Now the counter. Plays it out to the wing. He's got away. And it's Samadov. Cuts it out. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Ignashevich goes looking. Smolov. Samadov. He's got the... He'll have a dig! On the... What about it? Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Russia totally rampant here. How about it? He's had a goal! He has done it! Well, surely that completes the demolition if it hadn't occurred already.
Well, I wasn't expecting them to go this big, Peter, but they have been superb.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. First hurdle cleared, on to the next one. You look back on the game then, Jim. Well, hello and welcome to what is, in effect, the second half of this grand global spectacle, featuring the major characters of the world game. Gone is the relative safety of the group stage. This is where everything now is do or die. One mistake could cost you a place in the quarter-finals. Everything suddenly an awful lot more serious. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. Well, this is a noisier occasion all round. Everybody, Jim, knows what's at stake here.
You know, Peter, it's the suddenness that I love when you get to this phase of the competition. The suddenness in which you can find yourself in a good position, or the suddenness in which it can go against you. That introduces drama, which creates great excitement, and ultimately you get a much more entertaining show.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Angel Di Maria. He has an awful lot going for him. A good dribbler, a very good crosser, a marvellous free kick taker, and a range of passing that most midfielders would be proud of. And he can play a prominent part.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. And that's been levered clear. And it's Di Maria. Igua has a hit! Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front!
Back a little exchange to set up the finish, and a lovely understanding between both players. I mean, that's clearly tailored on the training ground and delivered beautifully on match day.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
I think they've gone about their business with the opener very much in mind, and this augurs well now.
Massive lead! Oh, just needed a better contact.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Salvio. There's no flag. Swept in. That's gone a long way up and away. It's Dybala. Di Maria. Sidibe battles to win it back. Now it's Griezmann. He's left his man. Goes for goal! And he's there to make a great save.
Yeah, Peter, I think the smartest of reactions.
There is the half-time whistle. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now. That's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, it seems like the perfect situation for fortune favouring the brave. 45 minutes to pack in enough risk-taking to get this match turned around. It's very doable.
Giroud. Di Maria. Messi. Higuain can shoot here.
Yeah, he was under pressure to get that exactly right. He couldn't even think of the consequences. It was instinctive and rock solid.
Right through the middle. Can he score? Oh, it's gone in! They have come roaring back.
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
France grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well-matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now.
Now it's Salvio. And he's there to hoof it away.
Argentina merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Lemar. He's had a go! That really should have hit the net.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
It's Di Maria. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Oh, it would have been fabulous had the timing matched the pass. Pity.
Lemar going through. And he just whacks it away. France driving forward in search of a late winner. Otamendi knocks it away. Managed to get it away. That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Yeah, no daylight between these two sides, but I have to say, neither side really did enough to find a winner. They just cancelled each other out.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time. Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Big chance! One-on-one! It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. The defence can get it clear. Mbappe! Pogba plays it out to the flank. Hits one! There's the whistle, and the first period of extra time ends on a dramatic note.
Well, it may well be a case of who's got most to give now. Fitness levels not any less competitive.
And we are already back underway. They have given it everything. It's been gruelling. But who will be standing at the very end? Pogba goes looking. Otamendi gets good distance on it. Argentina to make one last surge forward. You can get that clear. Lamar! Terrific effort, but that's it. The end of 2 hours action.
It's a big well done to both defences for refusing to buckle under the pressure. Fatigue with focus is not the norm.
Pressure and nerve. After 2 inconclusive hours, it is penalties. Real tension here then as the first man readies himself. So, the first penalty. Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
Higuain next in line, and here he is.
Well, it's never easy to step up and take a penalty, but he slotted that home with authority.
France from one behind. No, it's been saved!
Well, that's great concentration from the keeper and a wonderful save.
Argentina looking to extend their advantage. No, he's fluffed it.
And the keeper knew he was beaten, so what a bonus.
From one behind. And the keeper's come up trumps.
That's a lovely stop from the keeper. He's done his teammates proud with that one.
Argentina with the chance to go 2 up. Good penalty, just steered it the other way. 2 to the good. So the ball is placed on the spot. France have to score or they have had it. Oh, nerveless.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
This then to seal it. And there it is, the decisive kick. Well, that is the danger of knockout football. No second chances, it is over. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, this will be hard to take, but they've gone down in fighting spirit, and that can be a slight consolation for them.
Well, hello and welcome to what is, in effect, the second half of this grand global spectacle featuring the major characters of the world game. Gone is the relative safety of the group stage. This is where everything now is do or die. One mistake could cost you a place in the quarter-finals. Everything suddenly an awful lot more serious. This must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. Well, this is a noisier occasion all round. Everybody, Jim, knows what's at stake here.
You know, Peter, it's the suddenness.
Big chance! Goal! Brazil!
The first touch was absolutely heavenly, and because of it, the finish was a mere formality.
Brazil give themselves the perfect start. Can they build on it?
Well, registering that crucial first goal has now given them more incentive and motivation to take this on.
Wagner, he spotted the run and played him through. Firmino hits it! Seems now to be all about width.
Well, when you have the personnel to create in wide area...
Shoots! They've done it! And already they're looking to run away with it.
Firmino showed real composure then. I mean, how often do you see a player do everything right until he gets into the box, only to completely kind of fluff the finish? Not him.
Brazil grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
Can he finish? And the first half is done. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Brazil in control at half-time, 2-0. Here we go again. Over to the left. Tries to get it forward quickly. And he's got good distance. Who's chasing? Could move up a gear here. A buccaneering run from the defender. Is it in? Firmino with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Paulinho. Firmino. Can he score? They are rampant! And surely that settles it.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front. They really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Brazil take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight. Aimed long and direct. Hits one! Really well taken goal. Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. However they tried to stand in his way, he just was not to be denied.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Well, no question now as to who is in control.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Out wide to the right. He's in space and looking for options. Drilled in low. And now the breakaway. Firmino pushes it out wide. Lovely feet. Corner it is then. Mexico have decided now is the time to make their final change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes...
Has a pop! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. First hurdle cleared, on to the next one. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Brazil really look like a winning contender. They move on with room to spare.
England face up here to their last 16 opponents, having successfully navigated a route through the group stages. Now, what follows is a couple of hours of tense excitement, anxiety. This will really examine their nerve. It is where the stakes become so much higher. These are just the kind of games by which we remember these great tournaments. When you're here, you could be nowhere else. It is the stadium known only and always to those who populate it as the Morumbi. Well, this is a noisier occasion all round. Everybody, Jim, knows what's at stake here.
You know, Peter, it's the suddenness that I love when you get to this phase of the competition.
He's had a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
And it's Grosicki. Out for a throw. Hoists it high. Ali drills one in. And he's got good distance. Who's chasing? Blaszczykowski. And it's been taken straight back. Rashford. Gonna throw in. And it's Rashford. Going through. Well played, he saw that coming. Lewandowski. He's got away. Grosicki. Danger averted for now. And it's Sterling. Kane. He'll have it in! He can get that clear. The ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. So who can spark this game into life? That's a throw. Well positioned to make that interception. Piszczek. Poland couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, and still goals. Reflections on the first half?
Yeah, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story, as one side has been significantly better, at least offensively.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. So off we go once more.
England playing well with lots of opportunities and plenty positives to take from the first half. Despite this scoreline, converting chances would make a world of difference for them.
Now it's Ali, and he's gone for it! Krychowiak gets good distance on it. Maguire gets rid without sophistication. Now it shoots! Aimed long and direct. Shot, it's Kane! And he's found the net!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Poland are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
Well, registering that crucial first goal has now given them more incentive and motivation to take this on.
Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. He's Dele Alli!
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double.
There's a player in need of attention here.
Yeah, and, you know, I think it appears to have been bothering him for a while.
But it appears he's going to be okay, at least for now.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
And that's it. First hurdle cleared, on to the next one. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the result matters more than the performance. This team can grind and keep grinding.
Well, hello and welcome to what is, in effect, the second half of this grand global spectacle, featuring the major characters of the world game. Gone is the relative safety of the group stage. This is where everything now is do or die. One mistake could cost you a place in the quarter-finals. Everything suddenly an awful lot more serious. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. The national anthem of Uruguay rings out. Well, there's a perceptible change in mindset here, both in terms of crowd and players.
You know, Peter, it's the suddenness that I love when you get to this phase of the competition. The suddenness in which you can find yourself in a good...
Header! There it is!
And some of the best managers I played for insisted on starting games as you mean to go on. And we've just seen a very important opening goal from an extremely talented individual who looks primed for more. He really does look at it. Uruguay are looking strong on the break. Winning the ball in midfield is one thing, but it's their clever use of counter-attacking. That's the real highlight.
Uruguay give themselves the perfect start. Can they build on it?
I think they've gone about their business with the opener very much in mind, and this augurs well now.
He's gone for it! Goal! Portugal! Portugal are level! Absolutely thundered in. Keeper, no chance.
Yeah, I just thought he made great use of his upper body there. It would have taken something really special to keep that out.
Portugal grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about...
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Cristiano Ronaldo fully deserves the plaudits for setting up the chance.
Well, this is a fascinating tie. Tight, exciting, energetic. Gino. Now it's Cavani. Breaks on here. João Mario gets into some space. Bentancur. Suarez plays it out to the wing. Ball's out on the left now. João Mario tries to get it forward quickly. It's got paid to a promising move. And he's whipped it in low. And the first 45 minutes are up. Genuinely interesting game here. Very, very watchable. 2 goals, 1 each. So your views on the first half?
Yeah, I think they'll be happy with that scoreline. I just hope the second half is as good as the first. It's been pulsating stuff.
It's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. Uruguay get the second half started.
Portugal playing well with lots of opportunities and plenty positives to take from the first half. Despite this scoreline, converting chances would make a world of difference for them.
João Mario, he's got away. That's a brilliant interception. Bentancur gets it back. Over to the left. Luis Suarez. Portugal get it back again. Now it's João Mario. Goes for goal! In he goes again! Goal! Portugal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! João Mario duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great coaching positions. How quick-minded was that?
this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair. But this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Just has to be done.
Now it's Cavani.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in enough.
Shapes the shoot! Sticks it away! 2 up and threatening to pull clear!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Luis Suarez. Bentancur. He's made sure that that won't get through. Chance to break. There is the final whistle. First hurdle cleared. On to the next one. Maybe look back on the game then, Jim.
They're shaping fairly menacingly. There's an air of confidence and belief growing that'll take a bit of stopping.
Well, hello and welcome to what is, in effect, the second half of this grand global spectacle featuring the major characters of the world game. Gone is the relative safety of the group stage. This is where everything now is do or die. One mistake could cost you a place in the quarter-finals. Everything suddenly an awful lot more serious. This must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. Well, there's a perceptible change in mindset here, both in terms of crowd and players.
You know, Peter, it's the suddenness that I love when you get to this phase of the competition. The suddenness in which you can find yourself in a good position, or the suddenness in which it can go against you. That introduces drama, which creates great excitement, and ultimately you get a much more entertaining show.
And as you can see, we've already started. Hits it! Farfan. Peru on the counter-attack. Farfan goes looking. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Well, he now knows that he has to lock in the timing. Success and failure depends on it.
Knocks it away. Oh, it's opened up, and the finish! He's missed another one.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Defenders on the back foot. Over to the left. The shot's on! We've got a goal! What about that, Jim Beglin?
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
Nigeria take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest.
Well, registering.
Hits one! He has done it! And already they're looking to run away with it.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
Nigeria take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Nigeria are in control here on the brink of half-time. Can he put it away? And it's there! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
There's the whistle for half-time. As easy as 1, 2, 3. It really has been that straightforward halfway through the match, but very little to suggest that much will change over the second half.
Peter, do I really need to say anything, or can I simply refer you to the scoreline?
Nigeria, 3 goals to the good after a really excellent first half that's been intriguing to watch. Plenty of highlights to show you during the break. Here we go again. Tries to get it forward quickly.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Here comes another cross. You can get that clear. That's the sort of big chance. Can he finish? It's a goal! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Well, there's going to be a change now with the ball out of play. Nigeria tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Shot at goal! And in it goes! Well, surely that completes the demolition if it hadn't occurred already.
Yeah, and by the looks of it, there may be still more to come.
Well, no question now as to who is in control.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Quiver really struggling to influence the game.
They're just
has a swing at it! He scores! Well, just another one to add to what has already been an incredible haul.
Listen, when you're on an invitation to improve your goal difference, why ease off?
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
This is one of the best performances I've seen in a while. He's practically taken on this team single-handedly, and they don't know how to stop him.
So, the manager making the last of his changes.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition looked completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
That's a throw. And there goes the final whistle. First hurdle cleared, on to the next one. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Nigeria really look like a winning contender. They move on with room to spare.
South Korea face up here to their last 16 opponents, having successfully navigated a route through the group stages. Now, what follows is a couple of hours of tense excitement, anxiety. This will really examine their nerve. It is where the stakes become so much higher. These are just the kind of games by which we remember these great tournaments. This, of course, the Saitama Stadium looking so intimidating with the crowd close to the pitch, so much like classic European stadia. We stand for the national anthem of Switzerland. Well, there's a perceptible change in mindset here, both in terms of crowd and players.
Well, Peter, knockout competitions require knockout mindsets. There has to be a more dynamic edge to the whole approach, whether from going ahead or replying to going behind. This is when the adventure kicks in, and you have to be mentally prepared for a more intense pressure.
We have already started here. Chance! He's gone for it! It's in!
And some of the best managers I played for insisted on starting games as you mean to go on. And we've just seen a very important opening goal from an extremely talented individual who looks primed for more. He really does look at it.
Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the passer to pick him out.
South Korea give themselves the perfect start. Can they build on it?
I think they've gone about their business with the opener very much in mind, and this augurs well now.
Lovely bit of skill there. Jamaili is desperately calling for it out wide. Switzerland seem happy to let their strikers roam out wide.
I wouldn't want that.
No?
No, well, my worry is that their main threat is being shifted out of contention.
Ricardo Rodriguez. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. Now it's Seferovic. Granit Xhaka dashing forward at pace, and it's Shaqiri. That is terrific skill, drilled in low. There's the whistle for half-time. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half. The midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They work tirelessly for me.
South Korea, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And we are already promptly back underway. South Korea carrying a one-goal lead.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah.
Hits one!
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
And it's got through. Keeps everyone guessing. Seferovic hits it! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Towering header! He's done very well to get to that.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Is it in?